Hello, Stampers. Welcome to Tip and Technique Tuesday. Ooh, there's a glare on there. Today, what I'm going to do, I want to show you, share with you another tip. And that is a tip that is regarding our new cling stamp sets. Now, I absolutely love our new cling stamp sets. If you have been following me for a while, you know that, let me grab one, an old clear mount set. What I would do is when it would come, I simply would never put my stickers on the back of my stamps. And that was because I thought when the stickers were on them, they did not seem to stick as well to the blocks. And so I never put my stickers on the back of them. So I was so glad to hear when Stampin' Up! Announced that they were coming out with the new cling stamp sets. And they were supposed to be so much better and so much easier to stick to your clear blocks. So I just want to run through with you real fast a little bit about the new cling and how I do mine. So when you order your stamp sets, and it's a cling set, you get a sheet with stickers, okay, to put on the back, plus you get your piece of red rubber. Now the very first thing I do is I peel the backing off of my main red rubber sheet, okay? Now I try to keep the pieces on there that go on the back of each stamp, but I just want the surrounding piece taken off, okay? And I discard it. And then what I do is I turn it over and I will fix it down just like that, and it will stay, and that way I have a place to put my stamps to keep them organized all the time. Another thing I really like about this and doing it this way is I can pretty easily, when I have a stamp set that's closed up, see if I'm missing any stamps out of it or not. Okay? So now with the new cling ones, these stickers really are very, very clingy. So you have to be very careful with them. But the first thing you do is you take your stamp and you turn it over and you peel off the backing. Okay, now that is not very sticky, but it was always sticky enough that that's what I would use to cling it to my clear blocks. And you still can, that still works. But if you're one that would like the stickers, here's what you do. So you turn it over, and on the back side, there is going to be a slit in the middle, okay, of every sticker on here. So you're just going to take that part off. And what's left there is the sticker that goes on the back of the stamp, and it is very, very sticky, okay? So you have to be very careful with it. And I just try to get my stamp lined up, push it down like that, and then when you pull it off, the sticker sticks to the back of your stamp. Now, these are super, super, super sticky. So when you put them on a block, they are there to stay, okay? They are not coming off. When you wash your stamp and everything else, those babies are not coming off. But because they stick so good, you can no longer just grab your stamp and rip it off the block like we used to be able to do. You now have to get like a nail under it, or you can use take your pick tool or the end of scissors, but you have to do something to pry it off so that the sticker comes off of the block. I've heard many people say that if they don't get that sticker pulled up, they're ripping their stamps. So you've got to be super careful to get something under it to then peel it off, okay? Then from then, you are good to go, and it is fabulous. Now, the problem comes in storing them. Again, if you stick them down in there, okay, like I always used to do, I'm afraid I'm going to rip it when I pull it up. So this backing piece that I took off, I then will just kind of lay it down in there just like that, okay? And then when I'm ready to put my stamp away, it goes in perfectly. When I pull it out the next time, again, it's stuck on there, but if you just peel it off and stick it back down in there, then you have a good place to put your stamp where you're not going to be likely to rip it. Okay, so that is my tips for you today on putting together your cling stamp sets. So now that we have, well, you know what? Let's put together another one because I want to make a card with you guys today. Okay, so again, I'm going to take the backing off. Whoops. I'm going to put it down in the little hole there. So I've got a place to put my stamp. I'm going to take my sticker sheet. It's got a slit in the middle, so I'm going to take that off. Going to carefully line him up. And there he is ready. Okay. So this is the first time I have ever decided to make a card with you guys that I haven't planned it all out ahead of time or don't have a sample to look at. So I'm kind of going to wing it today. I wanted to see how I could do just winging it. So let's make a Valentine card using our little frog. So because it's a little frog, of course our card has to be green. So I am using Call Me Clover cardstock. And the piece I'm starting with was simply an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock. Okay, I'm going to set him aside. I'm going to have a layer on here of Whisper White. Okay, and I'm just going to use some snail adhesive. Put on here like this. And I'm going to stick that down right in the middle just like that. Okay. Now, I'm not going to put my sentiment on yet because I'm not real sure what I want. But I am going to go ahead and stamp my frog. And I need to get a Memento stamp pad because I'm going to color him in with my favorite coloring tools, which are the blends. Okay, they are my all-time favorite coloring markers. If you don't have them, you've got to get some and try them. They are so nice in the way they color because when you're all done, you don't leave any lines. Okay, so it is super, super nice. So I'm just going to go through, color my little frog in. I'm going to color around my spots because I'm going to make those a little darker in color. Leave this belly. Now, I am not a great colorer, but looking at the blends, you would never know. I love the way, like I said, see, there is no lines. It just does a perfect job blending everything in. And you can also use these to actually blend colors when you're coloring. I don't a lot of times. I just like to do shadows with them and just make things pop a little bit. We're going to start light yellow on the eyes, and let's see. Oh yeah, that's plenty yellow for the eyes. I didn't want him to be too out there. All right, so now I'm going to use my 2-inch circle punch, and I am just going to punch my little froggy out just like that. Okay, now because he won't pop when you put him on here, I'm going to use my scallop circle, and I'm going to punch a piece of him with the Call Me Clover. Okay, so now he's going to pop. Okay, so he's awful cute already. So now I have punched out a heart already using my wood crate framelits. I don't know what it is about this heart, but it is just the perfect shaped heart. So I cut him out of my Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to kind of pop him up on there. And then the only stamp set that I have that has any kind of Valentine's sayings is this Hey Love, and I love this set with all the animals for the Valentine. So I really like the Hey Valentine. So let's see if I have, yep, I've already added my label to it and everything, so I must have used it on something already. Let's get a clear block. And I'm just going to lay him down here on my clear block. And let's get our black stamp pad out again. And do Hey Valentine. And they're just like that. Oh, he's awful dang cute. Now, I almost feel like Oh, I kind of like it just like that. It's just a very basic card. I do like it. Sometimes I will go through and do some embossing back there because sometimes I don't like any kind of plain white space, but I'm starting to like it more and more. Stampin' Up! Has started doing this campaign to get us to go back to newbie stampers, okay, to beginner stampers. And so they keep teaching us things like do very basic beginner cards and then just show how to embellish them for our more advanced customers. So I want to pop that up a little bit. So I'm going to grab a dimensional here, put that on the back of my heart. And I'm going to pop him right there so he looks like he's holding the Valentine. Oh, he's awful cute. Okay, I think I need some ribbon on there. If I'm not going to do any kind of something on the background, I just feel like I need ribbon somewhere. So let's see, where do you guys all like to add ribbon to your cards? How about a, you know what, I think he needs a bow. So I have some of our Call Me Clover ribbon. This is the ribbon, the real 1/8 inch, I believe is what this is. That's in all of the in colors. Speaking of in colors, I'm so going to miss this Call Me Clover when it goes away because it is my favorite green that we have. So here I have a bow maker. I don't know how many of you out there are familiar with bow makers, but it's something I found on YouTube. Saw the video for it and learned how to use a bow maker, and then I actually had my stepfather make one. So they are super, super easy. It's just a piece of wood that he drilled some holes in, and I have some pegs so that the further apart they go, the bigger your bow is. And I use it all the time. I really do like it. And it took me several times watching videos of how to make it, how to use it, before I finally got it down pat. Okay, so I do like him, but I'm going to cut some really short tails on him here so he's not in the way. And we're going to put him right on our heart, just like that. So now I need a glue dot. And these are glue dots that come in our paper pumpkin kits. It is amazing how many extra pieces of adhesive they give us. Glue dots, dimensionals, things like that in our kits. I feel like I'm using them all the time, all the extras. So there we go. There is my little frog Valentine. I think he is adorable, super cute. Why is that stick? Oh, because I got the glue dot on him. There we go. Okay, so I think he's cute. I hope that you have enjoyed me making this little card, and I hope that it has helped you. The information, again, with how I do and store my cling stamp sets. If you guys would please, please, please share this video, that would be great, because we need to get the word out to people how they have to be careful with these new cling sets so that they're not ripping their stamps, tearing them apart like so many people have already done. Because I love the new way that they are and how sticky they are, and we want Stampin' Up! To keep making them. So share the video with me, or for me, with all of your friends and your family, so that the word gets out and people have a lot of success with it. So thanks for watching.